We are in the we're in the headquarters. I was going to rest yesterday, but it was getting late, and I was like, you know what? This is probably going to lead to me. This is probably going to lead to me like getting thrown into a bunch of cutscenes. So I will rest tomorrow. It is now tomorrow. So I am resting on the couch now. You know, my boy should probably invest in a bed at some point. Somewhere. Sometime. I mean, it's fine. I got 400 experience points for sleeping. You know, that actually checks out. After a long day, like getting a good night's sleep does you know what? I was wrong. Getting a good night's sleep should give you, basically does give you real life experience points. But anyway, I was super wrong. Sleeping just let us sleep. It didn't actually advance anything at all. Did that put anything new on the map? It didn't. But you know what I do need to do, actually? Before we go any further. I need to know which of these stores would sell garlic. Because I need garlic for the dude and his extracts. Still no idea where to cash those in. I'm going the wrong way. Wow, I hate me right now. Like, riding a skateboard down the middle of a busy street and then just cutting in front of moving traffic and expecting them to stop. The worst. Hey, y'all got garlic? Sega taiyaki? I mean, I'll take a couple. You know what? As much as I hate to buy cigarettes, they do seem to have a decent gameplay mechanic to them. So I'm probably gonna need them at some point. Don't smoke, though. It's bad. Well, hi there. I don't think that's quite accurate, but... How's it going, Nikkei? Welcome in, Teller. Same old is okay. You know what? Same old means nothing got worse. And that's good. Ow. Get up. What do I have for XP right now? Tons. I believe I was going to, yes. Following TGS news? No, not really. I frankly kind of forgot it was happening. Ow. All right, let's try out Waterfall Crush. I'm ready. Oh, okay, I was too early on it. Try again. Oh my god! I thought it was just gonna be a simple toss, but no! No, there was an extra step. Holy hell. That is... Jesus Christ. Just stay down. Just stay down. Like, this shouldn't be difficult. Okay. Waterfall Strike, then. Wait, is there a Popo over here? Oh, yeah, okay, this one. I don't know if the garlic is necessarily going to be at a convenience store. Doesn't really seem like something they'd carry, but I don't know where else to look. Doesn't look any different. This game is very fun. All of the RGG games are very fun. And fights are only one part of that, but it's a really... Whoops. This is not what I... Well, it's... That'll do. Yeah, that's correct. What about you? No. I almost feel kind of bad because I am definitely the one picking these fights at this point. Suppose I could try Coming Boon. I should honestly just go around and look at the shops and see what's in them. Oops. He'll be all right. I mean, he actually will be all right. He'll just need new pants. The rest of them, I'm actually not so sure the other ones are gonna be all right. I haven't found any garlic. I need to for I need to find some for the old man in his extract shop. Oh shit. You got blocks, huh? All right then. Moving. God, there's so many here. Yeah, so GTA is definitely an apt comparison. They're definitely similar in that there's a lot of stuff to do mixed into like a lot of free roaming. Judgment and Yakuza don't have a whole lot of... That's like got like crazy iframes on him. That fight wasn't very good at all. So there's a lot of, you know, there's a big open map to explore with lots of stuff to do. There's a serious overarching story alongside a whole bunch of side narratives that are dumb and silly and ridiculous. And also, EK, I think you're right. I think there is... Man, I've almost got another 10,000? Man, these XP boosts are really coming in handy. I think you're right about having a... about having like a codex or something to see where files are, but I don't remember where to find it. I assume it's on my phone somewhere. Check request? No. It wouldn't be Buzz Researcher. I apparently don't have any message. Definitely not school diary. I forgot that I could call a taxi from my phone. It's not really that important because there's taxis all around town, but... You know what I haven't done? That we could have a good time, we have a good time with? I haven't seen what's at the Club Sega here. Goodbye, sir. That is like... You can't tell me his neck survives that. You just can't. Any starter tips? Honestly, my starter tip would be to not get Lost Judgment, but start with the first Judgment. This is technically the second game. This is a sequel. The stories are not really connected to each other, so you can start with this one if you want, but they're really similar, and the first one would be a better jumping off point because it does a better job of introducing you to the characters. The second game just kind of takes off and doesn't do a whole lot of introducing you to who's who. Oh. Oh, they got another House of the Dead. Cool. I think I heard something about this. All right, I'm not really looking to play VF5 right now. We got Super Hang-On, we got Space Harrier, we got UFO catchers, we got darts, just straight up darts. Darts in the middle of an arcade. That sounds like trouble. All right, you know what? I'll bite. No, not even themed darts, just regular ass darts. I am legitimately interested in their new House of the Dead. Trying to remember, like, was it Kiwami 2 that had Kamuro of the Dead? I'm bad at this game, but like I'm still gonna try it. Yeah, there's a lot of Club Segas in there's a lot of Club Segas that are closing down, including one very famous one in Akihabara. And it is sad, but it's also, you know, it's kind of a sign of the times. Video games are not really tied to a location anymore. And COVID, you know, killed it more. Okay, there we go. Now that doesn't surprise me. There's so much product placement in these games. Oh, geez. Wow, he did not have to get as close as I thought. All right. Yeah, I mean, so Darts Live has... Darts Live, I think, has been just like the... Uh-oh. Problem. It's kind of been like the go-to darts game manufacturer in like every Dead Souls 1. In like every Yakuza game. So it doesn't really surprise me that it's in the game. I get what you're saying about like it should be a Sega related manufacturer if it's in a Club Sega. But I'm pretty sure they just threw it in there to give you another place to play darts. I kind of wonder if they would actually have... Like, I doubt they would have an actual thrown darts game. Like a physical darts game. In an actual arcade Sega. Because that's just, there's so much liability to that. Oh. I thought that was going to actually explode. My grandmother, of all people, used to have a dartboard in her basement. So I actually played a lot of darts. And I like darts a lot. But I also know from that being the case that there is no way in the world that you should have a dartboard where you just throw sharp objects at the wall in a crowded place with no separation, where people can just kind of walk in the line of fire. And that one wasn't even against an actual wall, which is the craziest thing. That one was actually against like a little inset where, like, if you overthrew the dartboard, you could hit somebody in the back who's just like playing Fighting Vipers or something. I just didn't feel like dealing with that one. Nope. Absolutely not. All right, well, we tried it. Oh, I have to, okay. They actually needed me to hit the exit button. In general, any of the parts of any of the RGG games that require you to like move into a first-person shooter perspective, those are almost across the board the worst parts of all of those games every time. That wasn't terrible. Ow. All right. I don't know where to find garlic. That's not going anywhere. So for now, I'm gonna say let's head back to Kamurocho. Whoops, sorry. Hey, 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 hey! I mean, I don't want anyone to have to go looking for it. Well, that was a fun little cuddle puddle we had there. I gotta be honest, I'm a little sad that there's not more going on in the park so far. There's that dumb little skate ramp. But, like... not much else aside from that. I'm kind of thinking the garlic might be here. Because these are all, like... I remember this is where I had a, Ichiban had like a whole bunch of garden stuff planted here before. Also, maybe one of these shops. Garlic! Did it! I hope he didn't need more than one. Wait, no. That's the wrong one. That's what we want. It really is. That's why I was like, yeah, you don't have to tell me. Because honestly, just like, this is one of those games where just walking around the city is just fun. Getting into random fights. All this dumb bullshit is fun. Wait. I just tried to pick up a tree and then it... Is he trying to throw up on me? Absolutely not, sir. Absolutely not. Damn, I forgot Scarlet Nexus was a thing that happened this year. That was one of those games that came out and, like, a lot of people were like, hey, that game's pretty good. And then, like, a week later, everyone stopped talking about it. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll give that thing a try. And then I didn't. And then I got an anime, and then it just kind of like... Yeah, it just was not in the public consciousness for very long. Rushing Tiger. How's the research? Better thanks to you. Remember Yoshikawa-sensei, the college professor? Yeah. You've been able to decipher all sorts of information, each discovery more thrilling than the last. That's cool. Yeah, I'm hoping we find some past stuff. According to Yoshikawa-sensei, he's almost cracked the code in its entirety. Damn, just because I brought you some garlic? Next up is 4-leaf clover. Yeah, I got one. I just found one a second ago. There you go. Done. All right, dancing hi! I've done it. It's done. We've done it. The code is cracked. I never thought I would have an opportunity to use this in earnest, but...
Yes! Yes, it is done! Physics have been defeated!
All right, what's in it? Well, some of it might be hard to swallow. But if we choose to believe what's written here, it seems your ancestors were Chinese sorcerers who crossed the ocean in ages past who became the hermits of the mountains. Okay. Your clan is fiercely devoted to the study of what you call extracts, but in the Codex they're called elixirs. The region they emigrated to Japan is not stated. Not long after their arrival, they were made into vassals of a prominent ruling family after demonstrating their miraculous powers. Elixirs in hand, they treated illnesses, warded off invaders, and improved their domain's livelihood in many ways. Life was good for them. Wow, they're not even from this country. As the wheels of history turn, they eventually sought refuge in the wilderness. Refuge from what? Certain local lord began coveting their power, intending to use it to conquer the surrounding territory. They were forced to use their elixirs for war. Yeah, that was the plan. An army that could heal any injury or summon supernatural strength would have been unstoppable. But the clan despised that notion and fled to the remote mountains. To prevent from being found, they became nomads. They also began writing in code, obscuring their secrets from those who would exploit them, which would explain the mystery of this codex. Cool, so you're really a hermit. Cool. My ancestors renounced a life of comfort and even defied the government to keep their work from being exploited. What fine people they were. Now that I think about it, Iyama also didn't want his work getting exploited. He's inherited their spirit. Let me ask you, is this a historical record or like a myth that the culture invented? I don't know. As a researcher, it's my responsibility to sort fact from fiction. My understanding is that this codex was written as a way of passing down the clan's legacy. The story it tells is certainly compelling. But unfortunately, I can't think of a single historical document that can corroborate the tale we just heard. So as a researcher, I cannot acknowledge what's written here as indisputable fact. Cool. I mean, legends and myths have some truth to them, and the story might change depending on interpretation. You right. When we study ancient cultures, it's important to remember that imagination was just as real to them as observation is to us. All myths lead to truth on some level.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll tell you this, in spite of everything, my ancestors managed to faithfully hand down their tradition through the ages. Now that tradition's been properly handed to me. Me, that's all I care about. No matter how true or made up, it's enough to give my life real meaning. You've made a salient point just now. The identity of a community, a culture, is built upon shared traditions. It is these traditions that have held communities together and allowed them to flourish. Legend or not, this knowledge is priceless. Thanks to what I learned today, how to put it? It's like my entire life I was tossed in all directions by the wind, and now my feet have firm ground to walk on. I finally have the foundation I was searching for. Yeah, that's cool. Something else for you. I found another passage stating that somewhere in the mountains of Shinshu lies a secret resting place for your people. If you'd like, why don't we go visit it together? You take me to my ancestors' graves? I'm sure they'd be proud of you. Haven't you spent your life carrying on their legacy? You should greet them with your head held high. Yeah, maybe. Maybe once I'm done boiling this fish in this box of soap. After a lifetime of searching for closure, I finally found the answer to my past. Words cannot express my gratitude. Glad I could help. Kinda surprised all it took was a clove of garlic and a 4-leaf clover. But, you're welcome, I guess. Man, I always turn around. I always get turned around in there. Welp. Let's head at Bikebukuro Station. I have actually, unlike Kabukicho and Yokohama, I've actually spent extensive time at Ikebukuro Station, so I am prepared. I don't know what part of the station they're going to show me, but like if they show some of like the indoor mall and stuff, I'm gonna have some feels. I don't know. I would assume that the shops may expand. Hi, Marcus! Marcus has got Anthem!
その看板ですね。事件前、江原はそれにもたれかかっていた感じです。そうそう、そんな感じです。江原はそこに立って痴漢する相手を
Hi, Marcus. Thank you for the resub. It's good to see you.
サングラスの男が江原です。
Yeah, he's pretty sus. Okay. Stayed at the platform for a while.
ねえ、改札を通ったのが事件当日の午前7時43分でした。
Okay. 7:43.
映っていますし、彼の交通系 IC カードにも
It's on security tapes and his transit card. Okay.
その後、このホームを1時間くらいうろつき
Wandered on the platform for an hour?
たりしてました。
痴漢相手を探して1時間も。
気持ち悪いですよね。
その江原の映像を撮った防犯カメラはあれか。
そうですね。
All right. Yeah, I believe Ikebukuro Station is like the second biggest station in Japan. Or maybe the second biggest in Tokyo. It's a very, very big, very busy station. I don't know if I finished, I don't know if I finished my statement. I don't know if the shops have a static list or if they renew or change. I would guess if anything that they may expand their selections. That's more geese than I'm comfortable with. It was very loud for a moment. I would imagine the stuff that's there will stay there, and then they might get more stuff as we go through. But maybe not. I don't know.
そして9時6分、江原はこの被害者女性に目をつけ、新宿駅に向かう電車に乗り込んでいたんです。
ピンクのカーディガンの人、白いスカートの。
そうです。間宮由衣さんという OL でした。6歳になる男の子の母親です。
Okay.
そしてさらに電車内の防犯カメラでも2人の様子が捉えられています。被害者の証言によると、痴漢は最初手の甲でお尻を触っていたようで、それからだんだんスカートの中に手を入れてきたそうです。
胸くそ悪いな。
That's gross.
抵抗しなさそうなおとなしい感じの女性を狙ったんでしょうね。頭にきますよ。犯行が起きたこの電車は次の新宿駅までノンストップで6分。被害者はその間怖くて助けを求められなかったそうです。
Okay.
この映像、俺のスマホにも送っといてくれる？
ね
え。That
では
is.
次は新宿駅に行きましょう。この後向こうで痴漢が捕まる姿は痛快ですよ。まあ、その人がうちで弁護した被告人なんですけど。
Yeah. Dude's like, man, this guy's such a gross sicko. I mean, he was our client. We did have to defend him, though. But boy, was he guilty.
八神さん。
今はこの電車空いてるけど、事件が起きた時はもっと混んでたよな。
普段あの時間帯の乗車率は 180% ですって。
で、
Yeah, that's fine. 180% occupancy is totally fine. This is fine. Is there anything I can conclude from looking around? I bet there is, or you wouldn't have asked. He's not suspicious. It's Hoshino-kun. He's a young attorney. He's on the case providing support. But I heard they were dating, but maybe not. Maybe they're doing that thing where they say they're dating, but nothing's actually happening. There's a delay. Is that gonna come up again? It said there's a delay at the station for passenger rescue. Juku from Ikubu. Wait, those are far. There's like 5 or 6. Is this a nonstop? Oh, it's probably one of the... It's obviously the Yamanote line. But it might be... They have different lines that only like stop at the major stations, and then there's like locals that stop at every station. God, Tokyo's rail system is freaking incredible. What? Car's empty right now, but when he committed his crime is 180% full. I have been on trains that are full like that, and you really do get sardined in there. It is not great. Way worse when it's July and 105 degrees. Especially when you're a sweaty, stinky foreigner. Oh. Interesting. 100% full means all seats and straps are being used by passengers. So straps would be the hanging things. The hanging handles. So the seats are all full and the handles are all taken up. And then there's like almost twice as many people as that. Like all of these have a hand in them. What else we got? I mean, this isn't the same train that the incident happened on, so it's not like I can look for evidence or anything. And all I've done so far is just look at parts of the train that just confirm what he already told me. Dude, let me by! Footage was recorded by the security camera inside the train, and I'm standing where a hotter was. Okay. Security cam. Oh, where's the security camera? That's probably it. Oh, that's cool. Man, they're trying to push for like an increase in rail travel in this country, and I really want them to do it because having lived in Asia for a while, like there is no way that I would rather travel than by rail. Like a really good rail system is just like the best way to get around. I love it so much. All right, security camera records the train interior. Is installed to deter train gropers or at least identify them. All right, we good? I don't know why that was really necessary to, like, see all of the things. All it did is just, like... Oh yeah, this has to be it. It's only showing the major stations. There's like 3 to 5 stations between all of those different...
スカートに入っていた痴漢の手首を握り返しました。そしてその手の主をはっきりと見たんです。
じゃあ間違いなく痴漢の相手を特定できたわけだ。
ええ、それに江原の手からも間宮さんの下着の成分が微物検査で採取されてます。で、被害者から逆に腕を掴まれた江原はすぐにその手を振りほどいて慌てて逃げ出しました。電車を降りた江原はホームをひた走ります。それを被害者の間宮さんが追いかけたんです。周りの人に応援を頼みながら。
ああ、そこから先の映像はお茶の間に何度も流れて。
Right. So we know all that.
ここまで証拠映像が揃ってると弁護の余地なんてないですよ。
防犯映像はテレビで流されてた以外にもあるのかな。
ありますね。ほら、今僕らにレンズを向けてるのだって1台だけじゃないです。ワンサがあります。
確かに。
で、最終的に江原が取り押さえられたのは向こうにある階段の手前です。そうだ。
Okay.
ホームの見取り図がありますよ。
事件の時、江原たちが電車を降りたのがここで、取り押さえられたのがここね。
Why would he run all the way to the end of the...
だいたい100メートルです。江原も被害者も人をかき分けながら走っていました。現場は
Why wouldn't he take the stairs up this way?
江原が取り押さえられた後も安全確認のために20分ぐらい電車を動かせなかったんです。
なあ、この見取り図に防犯カメラの位置と向きを追加できる。
ねえ、できますよ。じゃあ江原が捕まった地点に向かいがてらカメラの位置もチェックしていきましょうか。
Okay.
江原が取り押さえられたのはずっと向こうです。八神さんは防犯カメラの位置を見つけたら教えてください。僕の方で俯瞰図に書き入れていきますよ。
Okay. So there's a camera there. There's a camera here. Here. Oh, that's... And also that one. More cameras over there, but they're kind of far. Okay. So 3, I guess just that. Okay. Oh, okay. They're... Okay, we're doing these in sections. I get it. Yeah, I've never been on like an Amtrak. I know they're not cheap. And that's kind of a difficult selling point where it's like, hey, this costs as much of a flight but will take 3 times as long. But I've still been thinking about doing one as like almost a touristy kind of thing. At least, you know, when it's safe to go out again. Going over here. Because if I think of it more in terms of just like a leisurely kind of trip, then it's a lot easier to justify. I'm missing one somewhere. Oh, this one. That one's got a massive blind spot, though. Oh, not really. I guess it's pointing this way.
もう少し先に進みましょう。
Okay, yeah. Okay, what was Type Lumina again? That's a thing that I feel like I remember hearing about. And I'm pretty sure it's not something that I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually matter to me. But I still am bothered by the feeling of like, I feel like I remember what that was, but I don't remember what that was. Ah, this one. I get that one, I got that one. Did I get this one? No. Okay.
カメラはこれで全部チェックできたと思います。駅ホームの俯瞰図が完成しました。
Oh, okay, yeah, I definitely didn't know what that was. See, like, fighting games are weird for me because I do like them, I just won't play them. And I used to really like playing them right up until right up until the exact point where I met someone who was an actual real fighting game fan, who actually like went into frame data and you know, all of the like deep fighting game stuff that you learn to get good at it. And much like learning about IVs and EVs in Pokemon, as soon as I saw that there was like an incredibly deep layer of strategy that you basically have to devote your entire life to, I checked out and never played again. Mm-hmm.
ここに今防犯カメラの位置とレンズの向きを加えてみます。
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Very interesting. There is one very small blind spot right towards the beginning of the, right towards the beginning of it. Anything to take note of? Yeah, that right there. Dotted part of the arrow indicates this blind spot between the cameras. There won't be any footage of him running through here. Also a massive blind spot over here. Also, the place where he was caught has, like, aggressive over coverage from cameras. What else we got? And the thing is, I really respect and appreciate the people who put in that kind of work. The people who look at a fighting game and they're like, okay, I'm gonna spend 10 hours in training mode and take down frame data and break this down to math. Like, that's really cool to me. I just don't ever want to engage with that or use it. And it actually kind of kills the fun that I can't just jump in and just sort of learn by doing. Victim was gripping Ihara's hand, but he broke free of her. Then he tried to run away. And investigation complete.
江原が痴漢をしてた時の状況は大まかに言ってこんなところです。どうですか、八神さん。何か気がついたことは？
江原も被害者の間宮さんも普段からこの時間の電車を使ってたのかな。
ええ。
I mean, yeah.
被害者は通勤に利用してるので、平日
Who in Tokyo isn't a frequent train rider?
通勤利用なんですが、犯行当日は休みで別居中の奥さんのところへ行く途中だったそうです。
じゃあホームで1時間うろついてたことに。
Excellent question.
その奥さんに会うのが億劫で、なかなか電車に乗れなかったと。あの人は何を聞いてもそんな言い訳じみた答えばかりなんです。痴漢もやってないって言うんですが、見つかる証拠は全部有罪を示してました。結局裁判で無実を主張できる根拠は一つもなかったんです。
痴漢は実際にやってた。でも江原はその日、息子の仇である三越場が偉人帳で殺されると知ってたんだ。
Right.
お尻に目がくらんで魔が差すような状況じゃない。
ええ、そこを考えると江原にとって
It feels very planned
騒
out.
ぎは計画的なものだったはずです。もしかしたら現行犯で取り押さえられるところまで全部
Even down to getting captured. Rather
結果
notably,
としてその痴漢行為自体が三越場殺しのアリバイになった。だからどれ
rather notable, the man was wearing sunglasses and a mask over his face and made sure that both of them were off. And like the mask was pulled down to his chin and his sunglasses were off during the filming of him being apprehended, so that the cameras could get a real good look at his face, so everyone would know exactly who it was, and there'd be no doubt at all that it was that of who it was and what happened.
だけ大っぴらに殺しとの関与をほのめかしても最後には無関係だと言い張れる。
なんかだんだん得体が知れなくなってきました。
江原はまず間違いなく三越場殺しの一味と関係してるよ。けどそこを口を荒らせんのは難しそうだな。あいつは多分この件に捨て身でかかってる。
息子さんの復讐を
I mean, if he is committed to the plan hard enough to get arrested for a different crime
共犯者たちは
to prove that he's not guilty of a different one,
警官ですし、
that's hard commitment.
するんですかね。そういう連中を雇って息子の仇を撃ったとか。
もし仮にそんなコネがあっても大金がかかるだろうな。江原にその当てはあり
He
そう。
was probably not rich.
いいえ、学校を訴えた裁判費用でカツカツだったようです。
そっか。
All right, I've been to all the places I need to see. Saudi? Yeah!
ああ、沙織さん。
What's up?
江原との接見を予定したいんですが、明日構いませんか？場所は東京拘置所、現場事務所からタクシーで向かいます。
Yeah, that works.
わかった。明日だね。なら俺は一旦偉人帳に戻るよ。
Wait, why?
向こうにやり残しが？
うん。今回の件で江原が何したにせよ、動機はやっぱり4年前の息子の自殺だ。
I mean, yeah, that makes
そ
sense.
の時本当に三越場のいじめがあったのかはっきりさせたい。で、それを聞くべき相手は偉人帳に。
Oh, are we gonna keep working on Sawa Sensei?
八神さんにお任せします。
That seems like the angle. I feel like if we keep pressing her for information, we're just putting her in further and further in danger. But we're gonna do it anyway. And then if you know, if it turns out that she is in danger, then we'll just bail her out of it with sick moves, because that's what we do.